capital of South Vietnam, and a city well known to troops who have served or are serving with the headquarters of the Australian forces here in Vietnam. Despite years of war and numerous Viet Cong terror and rocket attacks, life goes on for the stoic Vietnamese civilians. The hub of all Australian service activities is located in Cholon, behind the imposing facade of the Free World Military Forces building. Here at his headquarters is the commander of the Australian Forces, Major General A.L. MacDonald.
I welcome this opportunity of speaking to you on behalf of the Australian Force in Vietnam. I want you to know that members of the force are doing a fine job, despite the difficulties and hazards of service here. They are an excellent heart, and the morale is superb, and I firmly believe this is due in large part to the wonderful support given to the force by people in Australia. I particularly wish to thank the families and others close to members of the force for your understanding and forbearance in this period of separation. Your ready acceptance of the many difficulties and perhaps sorrows inevitable in the absence of your husbands or sons has done much to maintain their spirits. We are grateful too for the efforts of the many organisations and groups, too numerous to mention individually, who have devoted their time and money towards providing amenities and other assistance to the force. It is most reassuring to know that you in Australia have at heart the continued well-being of our sailors, soldiers and airmen. Finally, I wish you all a happy Christmas, and I join with you in the hope that the new year will bring peace to this troubled country.
One of the staff officers on headquarters of Australian Army Forces in Vietnam is Captain Mason Allen of Brisbane. His mother, Mrs. Grace Allen, lives at Highgate Hill in Brisbane.
Hello, Mother. Hope you're well. As you can see, I'm thriving on it and really enjoying the life here.
The majority of the 8,000 Australian servicemen in Vietnam see little or nothing of Saigon. At Nui Dat, about 40 miles southeast of the capital, is the operational base for the 1st Australian Task Force. It's home for about 5,000 officers and men. From Nui Dat are launched the operations against the enemy in Phuc Tui and the neighbouring provinces. The commander of the task force is Brigadier Sandy Pearson.
On behalf of all the soldiers of this task force, I would like to wish everyone in Australia a very Merry Christmas. Every one of us would very much love to be home with our families on this particular day. This is not possible, and the best we can do is to think of you and to think of you all getting together and thinking of us on this day. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all the people of Australia for the support, both in the material and spiritual kind, that they're giving to the soldiers of this task force. We all appreciate very much the various groups that are doing their utmost to provide us with a lot of the comforts and other material things that we miss from our normal home life. Again, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone in Australia.
12th Field Regiment of Nui Dat. There are 3 Queenslanders in this crew. Number 1 on the gun is Bombardier John Burns of Holland Park.
Hi, Val. I haven't got much time, but I'd just like to take this chance to wish you both a very Merry Christmas, and I hope it won't be long before I'm home with you.
Sergeant Lindsay Elgar comes from Rockhampton in Queensland.
I'd like to say hello to Mum and Dad, sisters, Mel and Enor, and Glenn. Wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be home shortly in New Year.
And Gunner Chris Eldridge is from Durra.
G'day, lads and Joyce. I hope you're enjoying your new venture, and I'll remember you when you're down on the beach having your Christmas turkey. Well, that's all from me.
The battery commander of 102 Field Battery is Major Gavin Andrews. His wife Patricia and his small boy Lachlan are waiting for him at Sandgate, Brisbane.
To all relatives and friends of the members of 102 Field Battery, go my very sincere and best wishes this Christmas. And to my wife Patricia and son Lachlan, my very special thoughts will be with you today.
The men and vehicles of C Squadron 1st Armoured Regiment have just returned from operations. The driver of this vehicle is Trooper Ray Collins. He comes from Wheelers Hill.
I would like to wish everybody at home Merry Christmas, and I'd like to send my best wishes and love to Vicky, and I might see everybody in February when they come home on R&R.
Trooper Ray Arthur is from Yurongbilly.
Hello, Mum, Dad, Wendy and Pat, relatives and friends. I hope this all finds you all well and happy. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year.
And Lance Corporal Pat O'Loughlin comes from McKay.
Hello, Mum and Dad, kids. I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you're enjoying the festive season. And I'd like you also to pass on to all my friends at home the very best of the season, and I hope to see them soon.
Sergeant Jack McConnell's family are at Redbank.
And kids, Donald, Glenda and Megan, Davina and Ian and Bill. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you all soon.
And Trooper Lindsay Douglas comes from Sherwood.
Hi, Mum and Dad, everybody at home. Hope you're all well. Very Merry Christmas. Best of luck for the new year. Hope to see you about June next year.
A Squadron of the 3rd Cavalry Regiment are equipped with armoured personnel carriers. Up here, the boys call them tracks. The driver of this vehicle is Trooper Peter Davis of Rockhampton.
Hello, Mum and Dad, Harry and John, all the family and the kids. I'd like to wish you a very happy Christmas, and all those parcels that are coming over, they come quite in handy. And to my old mate Bev, I want to wish you all the best, and keep a cold bottle of beer handy for me when I get home.
Sergeant Les Burrows comes from Wynnum.
Hello, Bob. Hello, Philip, Stephen, Barry, Christopher, David, and Tony. Also, Mum and Dad, and all the Thai. I thank you for all the gifts that you've sent me in the last couple of weeks, the parcels, etc. And I'll be home with you all again around about the 9th of April, and so we will see you all then. Thanks a lot for everything.
And the 3rd member of this crew is Lance Corporal John Roche from Cooperoo.
Hello, Mum, Dad, Gavin, Mick. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and all the best for the new year. Same to you, Joe. Keep the mail coming, and hope you all have a good time, and hope to see you around July. Thank you.
Men of the 1st Field Engineer Squadron, Royal Australian Engineers, work in support of the infantry. This is Sapper Byron Grant of Raglan, Queensland.
Hello, Mum and Dad. It's great to be able to say something to you at Christmas time, be able to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's great, I'm well, fairly happy, as happy as can be in this place. Wish every member of my family the best health over Christmas and the New Year. Well, I'll say goodbye now.
This is Sapper Bob Stevens from Townsville.
Oh, well, I'd like to wish you both a Merry Christmas, Mum and Dad, and my brothers as well. I'm pretty good up here. I hope I can be home next Christmas to be with you. That's about all for now.
The men and mechanics of the 1st Field Squadron workshops have a big job on their hands maintaining the plant for the Field Squadron here at Nui-Dat. In the driver's seat here is Sapper Peter Delhaas of Kapara, Queensland.
Hello, darling. Hello, Glenn and Kenny. I'd like to say Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. I'm thinking of you, and I'd like to be home. I'll be home shortly in March, so chin up. See you.
Corporal Michael Dalton is from Mount Isa.
Hello, Mum and Dad, Jeff and Mike. Hope you're having a good Christmas and a good holiday. We'll be there for the next one. Sorry I missed out this time. Gotta give me love to Jim and Marg and the kids, Jeff and Gary and Jan. Look after that whiskey, Dad.
Corporal Bill Steele is an electrician. He comes from Elliott's Head.
Hello, Mum, Dad. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. Save a few in the fridge for me, will you? I should see you sometime early next month, I hope. Merry Christmas.
Craftsman Bruno Cross is a member of 161, the independent reconnaissance flight here at Meridat. He comes from Cairns.
Hi, Mum, Dad, Peter, Helen, George Jan from Mount Gravatt. I'm quite well here. I hope everything's fine at home. By now you should have received the Christmas parcels, and I hope you enjoyed everything you got. I'm looking forward to receiving something too, and this time next year I hope to be spending Christmas with you all.
The commanding officer of the 1st Battalion Royal Australian Regiment in Vietnam is Lieutenant Colonel Phil Bennett, and his wife, Margaret, is waiting for him at Holsworthy.
On behalf of all of those men of the 1st Battalion who could not be included on this program, may I for them wish the mothers and fathers, their relatives and friends, particularly their girlfriends, a very happy Christmas. We're all thinking about you very sincerely on this special occasion. To all those many organisations, too numerous in fact to mention, could I thank you for the gift parcels, the books and the many kind wishes of support that we've all received. We appreciate it a great deal, and it's done a lot for the morale of this battalion. We thank you, and we have written to thank you. Those that have not been able to do so through duties and their commitment to operations join with me in expressing their gratitude for your generosity and thoughtfulness. To our wives and our relatives in Holsworthy, and those people who've done a wonderful job looking after our families while we've been away through the Australian Overseas Service Association, we are indeed thankful for the help throughout the year. We miss our families very much, and we're looking forward to coming home. To my own wife, Margaret, and my 3 children, my love and best wishes for a very happy Christmas Day.
This is one of the gun positions at the 4th Battalion Royal Australian Regiment lines. The gunner is Private Graham Matthews of Wynnum.
Hello, Mum and Dad. I'm having a good time over here. I should be home pretty soon. The weather over here is pretty hot, as you can probably see. We're sweating a bit here. Anyway, I hope you're both well at home there. Give Patricia my love and everybody else at home. By the way, Merry Christmas everyone at home. Hope you could have a good Merry Christmas, and I'll do the same over here. By the way, here's my mate Peter Horn here. He comes from Hendra, Brisbane. Peter?
Good, thanks very much. Well, we'd like to take this opportunity in the activities to say a few words. I believe you're having a bit of trouble with your right hand, Dad. Well, I hope this certainly clears up, because as you know, I should be home sometime in the early new year, and we're both pretty fond of that golf, boy. So get that right hand fixed, and we'll be on that course as soon as we possibly can. Well, Mum, thanks very much for all the mail. I've been trying to correspond as well as I possibly can, and you've been doing an excellent job, and for this I thank you. And happy Christmas. And I hope to be with you very, very soon in the coming year. We've been away for long enough now.
The Horseshoe is an outpost about 6,000 metres east of Meridat. These young men from 4 Battalion have got a hot job. They're putting up barbed wire. This is Bruce Campbell from Toowoomba.
Wayne Campbell, sir.
Wayne Campbell from Toowoomba.
Yes, sir.
Say hello to your face.
Hello, Mum. Hello, Dad. I'll let you expect not to see me on TV today. I'd just like to let you know that I'm quite okay over here. I'd like to wish you both a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
There's a young friend over here.
Bruce Duncan.
I'm Bruce Duncan from Dolby. I'd like to send a Christmas message to my mother and my girlfriend, Anisha. I'd like to say Merry Christmas to you. And Mum, I hope you have a wet one. And it's pretty hot up here these days. Should be seeing you soon. Not sure when. But, by the way, Mum, do you know Kev McEwen? Met him on coming back when we come over on the boat. Anyway, that's about all I can think of at present. See you soon, anyway.
Dan McEwen also comes from Dolby, don't you?
Yes, sir, that's right. Hello, Mum and Dad. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas at home, and brothers and sisters. We're out here at the Horseshoe now. It's a bit different to the usual procedure that we're used to, and a bit of a change. It's hot work laying this wire, but
Oh, it's, you know, something a bit different. And we don't mind out here, really.
I'm Corporal Rod Burke from Redcliffe, Queensland. I'd like to take this opportunity to say Merry Christmas to my folks from Redcliffe. Also, pass on this greeting to the members of the RSL, Redcliffe. Tell them I greatly appreciate the parcels they send over, but would appreciate an extra can or two if they could throw it in. Greetings to my brother. Hope he's getting along with his girl all right. No troubles coming from there. As you can see, I'm fit and healthy. Hope you're all the same. Pop's getting much better by now, I hope.
One of the subunits on the horseshoe position is 4th Platoon of B Company 4RAR. The sergeant is Sergeant David Peden of Ashgrove.
Hello, Susan, Denise, Brian, Mr. and Mrs. Brettle. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for looking after Susan. When you go out at Christmas, have a few drinks for me. I should be home shortly, another 4 or 5 months, and I'll be back home with you soon. Look after yourself. Thanks a lot. I'll hand you over now to Corporal Harrington from Stafford.
Hello, Veronica, Deborah, Darryl. I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Give all the best to Joe and Raylene. Look after yourself. Have a good time over Christmas. I'd like to introduce you now to Bob Dunn from Cooperoo.
Thank you, Dunn. I'd like to take this opportunity of saying hello to Mum, Dad, all the folks back home, all the mates. Wish you all a Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year, and I hope you have a really enjoyable time. I'll see you soon anyway. It won't be that long before we're home again. Here's Georgie Hancock from Cholon.
Thanks, Bob. Hello, Kay. I'd like to send all my love to you and wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And also I'd like to send the same to Mum and all the family, and I hope Mum that you're home for Christmas. I'll now introduce you to Bruce Hooper of Cooperoo, Brisbane. Thanks, George. Hello, Mum, Dad, Mary. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year, and the same to all my many relations and friends in Brisbane. And it's good to have this personal opportunity to speak to you.
Returning to their base on the Horseshoe is a patrol from 5th Platoon of 4 Battalion, the Royal Australian Regiment. They've been out for 3 days. The patrol commander is Lieutenant Peter Sheedy of Toowoomba, Queensland.
Best wishes for Christmas to Mum, Dad and the family and all my friends and relatives. I hope to be seeing you all again next year. One of the chaps from 5th Platoon who has just come back from patrol with me is Private Brian Cunningham, also of Brisbane.
Thanks, Skip. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish Merry Christmas to Mum, sisters Margaret, Carol, Carol and Murray, and my brother David, and all my mates in Stafford. Now I'll hand over to Gary Devaney from Blackburn, Queensland.
I'd like to send a Merry Christmas to my wife and baby, and the rest of the family in Brisbane, and Blackburn. And hope to see you all next year sometime. I hand you over to Bernie Daggett of Intersale.
Hello, Mum and Dad, and I hope you're all well. And I hope to see you soon at Christmas time. Hope you're keeping pretty well. Now I hand you over to Jimmy Keegan of Roma.
Well, I've got this opportunity. I'd like to send best wishes for Christmas and hope to see you sometime next year.
And pass over to Andy Devine of Yurongbilly.
Hello, Mum, Dad, Sister Lestelle, Brother Chris, Marshall and Maria. Just like to wish you all the best for Christmas. Keep smiling and hope to see you soon. Here's John Hardy from Colvin Grove.
Hello, Mum and Dad, Anne and Linda. I hope you have a happy Christmas and see you sometime next year. Hand over to Chili from Gaynor here.
All the best to all at home and have a good Christmas. And I'll hand over to Max from Cooperoo.
Hi, Christine, Maxine and Wendy. All the best for Christmas. Thanks for the parcels and I'll see you next year.
Lance Corporal David Hale comes from Carino.
I'd like to send Christmas greetings to my mother and father, my sister Lynette and sister Carmel, and to Lynette's children and her husband. I'd like to send Christmas greetings to Darren's parents and her sister and 2 brothers. I hope that everyone is well I've been looking after myself. I'm well myself. And to Darren, I'd like to send all my love, and to the baby also. I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year, and I'll see you approximately February.
Private Bernie Barr comes from Beer War.
Hi, Mum and Dad, and Mike. Hope everything's okay at home. As you can see, I'm fit and well. Hope you have a good and Merry Christmas, because I intend to. I'll be home pretty soon. Keep the fridge pretty well stocked, and I'll be there to enjoy it.
And from Peachester is Corporal Bob Strong.
I'd like to send Christmas greetings to Mum and Dad, my brother Les, his wife Claire, and I hope you have a very enjoyable Christmas, because I'll be having a good Christmas, and I hope the fridge will be stocked when I get home. All the best.
The commanding officer of the 4th Battalion Royal Australian Regiment is Lieut-Colonel Lee Greville. His family, his wife and 4 children are waiting for him in Hamilton, Brisbane.
I wish to extend Christmas greeting to all those families of the officers and men of my battalion, on behalf of us here in Vietnam. I speak for those husbands, sweethearts and fathers who may not get this wonderful opportunity to send their personal messages. We would all love to be with you over this festive period. We will be thinking of you, and we all hope you have a wonderful Christmas. So my Christmas message to you is this: your men are in good health, are wonderfully fit, and I'm very proud of them. Be of good spirit, keep your letters and messages in a vein which reflect that spirit, and you'll be making a very worthwhile contribution to their welfare, their effectiveness, and their safety. A happy Christmas to you all. To my wife Peggy, my children Richard, Virginia, Andrew and Jamie, I send my love and wish that you have a wonderfully enjoyable holiday at the beach, and that Christmas is an exciting and happy time for you all.
Fire Support Base Lion is typical of the position, set up to provide quick and accurate support for the infantry soldiers on operations.
Digging in on Fire Support Base Lion are men of Charlie Company, 1st Battalion Royal Australian Regiment. This is Private Alan Sisley from Rockhampton.
Hello, Mum and Dad. Merry Christmas. I bet you're surprised to see me here. I'm very glad to be able to talk to you now. I'd like to thank you for all the presents and letters you've written to me. To me mates as well, for letters they've written. The girls I know back there, very few. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Don't get any drunk at night, do. I suppose it's about enough for now. I'll pass over my mate Dave here. Let him have a few words.
Corporal David Hamill is also from Rockhampton.
Hi, love. A bit of a surprise talking to you. And I'd like to thank all the mail you're receiving. And I also hope you received your Christmas gifts by now. And I'd also like to say thank the in-laws for the Christmas presents and parcels I received over here. And that's about it.
At Operational Fire Support Base Flinders, the 105mm howitzers of the 1st Field Regiment, supplied by American Chinook transport helicopters, are on call to back infantry troops in action. Next to their rifles, the field guns are the foot soldiers' best friend, and one of the main reasons for the defection of the Viet Cong.
Building sandbagged emplacements to protect the guns is back-breaking work here in Vietnam. This is Gunner Dick Duane from Redcliffe.
Hello there, Mum, Dad, Bill and Ingrid, Paul, Kathy and Mark. Hello, John and Chris. This is just a small message on behalf of myself here in Vietnam to wish you all a very happy Christmas and a very, very Merry New Year.
Lance Bombardier Ross Egan comes from Townsville.
Hi, Mum, Dad, Karen, Mark. Just wishing you a Merry Christmas. Wish I was home with you all. Also like to say hello to my relatives in Brisbane. Tony Ive, Wal, Robin, and Bruce. And Merry Christmas to you as well.
Gunner Ross Kamau is from Warwick.
Hello, Mum and Dad, Marion, Dennis. Hope you're well at home there. Would like to wish you a happy Christmas, happy New Year.
And the 4th member of this party, Gunner Peter Jenkins, comes from Mount Cravat.
Hi, Mum and Dad, and John, Brian and Nat in Brisbane, Graham and Correction.
Alan and Beryl in Bundaberg. See you all in 123 days. Happy Christmas.
In villages such as Long Tuan, another war, a war against poverty and disease, is being fought.
Every day in the Phúc Tui province, Australian medical teams from the Civic Action Unit are treating villages. This one, at the village of Long Tuan, is headed up by Major Ray Atkinson of Parramatta.
Hello, darling. Hello, boys. All the best for Christmas.
This compound is a veritable fort. It is manned predominantly by Montagnard troops who are advised by an Australian mobile advisory team. Its task is to provide the security for the new settlement village of Apsuine in the distance. It's playtime here at Apsuine State School. The school itself, the school building and the play equipment were provided by the Civil Affairs Unit of the Australian Task Force. Schoolhouses are not much good without books and pencils, crayons and this sort of thing, so the members of the Civic Action team from Nieuwedap distribute these things from time to time. Sergeant Dong is an interpreter, Vietnamese interpreter, working with the Civic Affairs Unit.
I myself and to the teachers, here's a representative for the children. Here's a thank you very much for your thing.
With a view to teaching the Vietnamese modern agricultural pursuits, the Civic Action team have set up this experimental garden. One of the men engaged in the task is Private Peter Hanna of Albion.
Hi, Mum and Dad. Been receiving all that mail you've been sending up. The job up here has kept me interested, very interesting. And sorry I can't be with you this Christmas, but really have a way over time next Christmas when I come home. Have a good Christmas yourselves.
The engineer detachment of the Australian Civic Action Unit carry out a myriad of tasks in the province. They range from building houses to building windmills. Private John Charles comes from Salisbury, Queensland.
I'd like to say hello to Mum and Dad, all the kids, my wife, and hope you all enjoyed Christmas. And had a really great time having my R&R, and that's about it.
Private John Pepper comes from Redcliffe.
How you going? Well, it won't be long now and I'll be all home with you anyhow, so if you just hang on a couple more months, I'll be there. And, well, all the best for Christmas anyhow. And I'll see you all soon.
Lance Corporal Ian Albrecht is from Marari.
Well, hello everybody at home, and I'd just like to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, and I'll probably see you in about another 5 months. All the best.
At Vung Tau on the South China Sea, the Australian Logistics Support Group is located.
The control office of the 2nd Advanced Ordnance Depot at Vung Tau controls the issue and receipt of the stores for the Australian Army in Vietnam. 2nd Lieutenant Barry Goodrick is from Capera, Brisbane.
Hi, Faye, Paul, Michelle, happy Christmas. Wish I could be with you. I'd also like to send a Merry Christmas to Alan and Dawn Davis and Lorraine and Keith Gents, our next door neighbours.
Adjusting the arc rods on a searchlight is Craftsman David Martin of Cairns.
Hello, Mum. Well, here I am at Vung Tau, and first off, I'd like to say hello to you and Jean and Paul, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you in 4 months' time when I arrive home. I had a great R&R, and when I get home, I'm looking forward to taking you and Jean out. So make up your mind where you want to go, okay? And then secondly, I'd like to say hello to John and Faye and Christine and Matthew and Cairns, and also to Jeanette and Barry and Matthew and Mark and Jacqueline. Hope you're all great kids. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all in April. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all, and lots of love to you from me, and I'm hope to see you in about 160 days.
The task of the Royal Australian Electrical and Mechanical Engineers is to keep the vehicles of war rolling. Working on this heavy forklift truck is Craftsman Colin Shields from Hawthorne.
Hello, Yudgy darling. How are you? I've got this chance today to wish you a Merry Christmas. I hope you are having a Merry Christmas. And if my parents are there, Merry Christmas to you, Mum and Dad. And best of luck to you. As you can see, I'm fit as the Mallee Ball, so no worries on that score. See you soon.
Corporal Gary Holmes is from Nambour.
Hello back there, Australia. I'd like to take this opportunity of wishing everyone in Australia, especially my parents and my family who I miss pretty well, to wish them all a Merry Christmas and say, tell them that I'll be back home soon. Anyway, so long for now, all the best, and everyone Merry Christmas.
And Classman Philip Veedy is from Strathpine.
Hi, Mum, Dad, kids. It's a pleasure to receive this opportunity to say hello and Merry Christmas to you. Could you say Merry Christmas to Margaret for me? And, well, I wish you all the best, and I hope to be home soon. So long.
The provisioning of our troops in the field is the responsibility of 5 Company Royal Australian Army Service Corps. This is Private Russell Dinty from Birkdale, Queensland.
Hello, Mum, Dad, Shirley, Gloria, Graham, Reg and Daphne, and all the family. I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. I only wish I could be home there, but it won't be very long. So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
His offsider is Private Alan Inglis from Killarney.
Hello, Mum and Dad, Eric, Di, and the kids. I hope to be home soon. Should be just about the end of January. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and well, we'll see you after Christmas anyhow. So, see you then.
Private Ron McKay is a medical assistant with the 1st Australian Field Hospital at Wung Tower. He comes from Windsor.
I would like to wish all my family and friends a Merry Christmas, Happy and Prosperous New Year. Also my fiancée Margaret, her family and all my friends. I hope to see you all on R&R when I come home about December or January. That's about all for now. Merry Christmas. That's about all.
Carl Wallace is from Toowong.
I'd just like to say hello, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all the folks at home, and also to that special girl over in Maruka. Also, best wishes to Bill and Jeff. I hope you did pretty well in your exams anyway. I'll be home to see you all on about the 10th of January, I hope. So you may as well start moving down the regatta about now, because we'll be down there on the 10th. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas.
The adjutant of the 1st Australian Field Hospital is Captain Ron Nolan. His wife and 3 children are waiting for him at Kelvin Grove.
Hello, darling. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Also, I wish a Merry Christmas for Jeff, Sean, and Joan and Nana there at Kelvin Grove. In addition, I'd like to wish Merry Christmas to all our friends and relations in Brisbane. Ev, I'm looking forward to the 6th of January when I leave for R&R, only 12 days from now, so I'll see you all then. A special wish for a very Merry Christmas for my darling daughter, Joan Catherine. That's all.
Here at the Peter Badco Club at Wung Tower, the war seems a long way away. Named after Major Peter Badco, VC, the club, and in particular the swimming pool, provides a welcome break for servicemen on a 2-day pass from operations further up country in Puktui. Sergeant Herbie Ross is a physical training instructor here at the pool. Part of his job is to help injured soldiers back on the road to recovery. He comes from Annandale.
Hi, honey, how are you? Long time no see, however, I'll be with you shortly. Hello to David, Leanne, and Mum, Dad, everyone down there at home. Just how are you going? This is a big shock to me. I didn't really think that I'd be able to do this, but here I am. I hope everything's okay at home, and please look after yourself. I'd like to say hello to all the fellas that have come through the pool on physiotherapy. Hope you're getting on all right now, chaps, and no troubles. If I ever get to your place, I hope I'll see you real soon. Merry Christmas, honey. Thank you very much.
Most of the troops serving in Vietnam get the opportunity for a few days' relaxation on the beach at Wung Tower. It may not be Bondi, but it provides a well-earned break. The amenities at the beachside resort have been largely provided by donations from the people of Australia.
Just about everybody is interested in boats, and one of the fellows who looks after them here at the Badco Club is Sapper Les Phillipson from News Farm.
Hello, folks. Hope you're going to have a very happy Christmas and a New Year. Sorry I won't be able to be with you this year, but you never know. Next year we'll be right again. And hope the family came down from Richmond were all right. Little Wendy's better now. And give the rest of the relations a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's too. And, well, as you can see from what here behind me, this is what I'm doing over here. So, no worries. Thank you.